Yeah, so hi guys, this is Shadow Girl Sherry. Guys, today is Easter Monday. This is going to be the part 2 to a video that I started earlier today for Easter Monday. I'm going to quickly say that, again, like I said in the first video, I had always known of the idea of Easter Sunday, the religious, the whole religious idea, Easter Sunday, keeping all that together. Today, and this might sound crazy because it might sound like I've been living under a rock or whatever. But the idea is really I'd never heard of an Easter Monday before. The only thing I've ever heard of is basically Easter Sunday. With that being said, I'm going to let you look at the things that I had laid out previously in the part 1 of this video. I had a bunch of Easter eggs out, obviously, for Easter Sunday, Easter Monday, all things Easter. And guys, the video was basically, if you watch any of my other videos, I think I've already mentioned my name is Shadow Girl Sherry. My channel is all about my personal journey with the law of attraction, where you already know, most likely already know what the law of attraction is. The idea of like tracks alike. With positive things, you would be attracting the positive. With negative things, you're attracting the negative. With that being said, I'm talking about Easter, and I'm talking about the idea of Easter and the idea of, obviously Easter Sunday. There's the obviously the religious part. And I've mentioned in lots of my videos that I was raised with a Christian background. And I'm not saying that I don't believe in God. I definitely believe in something higher. I may call it God. But anyhow, guys, just go ahead and watch the part 1. And I don't know how well the part 1 is going to do to this video, part 1. I don't know how well it's done, but I got to be a girl of my word, and I've got to deliver on the part 2. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I have a bit of a way in writing things out in a different way. I do paperwork. Again, I call myself Shadow Girl Sherry, so you can see a bit of a shadow there. That shadow is going to show up for me because I really don't appear in my videos. You also see a mask here, so for right now, the mask is standing in for me. Because the mask, a mask is a mask. And these bunny ears are going to stand in for me because I could wear bunny ears. And guys, in the first video, I had said that I really wanted to put a pair of my earrings in the little bunny ear here. Guys, I tried to do that, deliver on my word, but it didn't go through. So anyhow, here's a beautiful little earring here that wouldn't go in the ear. But anyhow, let me go ahead and deliver upon what I said. If you've watched any of my other videos, you already know that I have a different way in writing things out. That's the Shadow Girl Sherry way. And with that being said, I started in the part 1. I started reading what I had already started. The idea here is, guys, why are deviled eggs called deviled eggs? Why are deviled eggs called deviled eggs? Let's keep the idea of devil, the word devil, the idea of Easter Sunday, the ideas that come with Easter. I think you know why I'm saying why are deviled eggs called deviled eggs. And again, go back and read and watch the first video if you would like. But I'm going to go ahead and read what I had started, deliver upon my word, and read the information that I have written down. Okay, and Shadow Girl Sherry, there's my shadow. Okay, so guys, why are deviled eggs called deviled eggs? Now that's going to be the first page here. Okay, again, this is part 2 to the first video. Okay. If they are so good, why would they be called deviled eggs? Let me let you take a look at that. If they are so good, they're so good, guys. And I love deviled eggs. Deviled eggs are, they're often served. I'm African American, and that's not to say that it's only African Americans that eat deviled eggs. And I just saw the angel number 444. That number is also, it's funny, it is mentioned again in my paperwork. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you, go ahead and tell you that if you want to claim the energy, and there's my stomach growling. If you want to claim the energy, I might be wanting some deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs. But anyhow, if you want to claim the energy of that 444, you know, that's an angel number. We're talking about Easter Sunday. We're talking about church. We're talking about, how I truly see a connection between religion and, should I say spirituality? I'm not going to say which. There's a connection with a lot of things. I mean, I really see the connection with a lot of things. I'm just going to say that. And also, you think about good and evil. I do believe that we live in a world of duality. And you kind of roll with it. But the idea is to think positive. With that being said, if you want to claim the energy, the angel number or the spirit number of 441, claim that positive energy, which is an energy of stability. The number 4 comes with stability. It comes with protection. Go ahead and type the angel number. Go ahead and type it out in the comments. 444, angel number 444, if you want to claim this energy. Okay, guys, because I'm Shadow Girl Sherry, and it's all about positivity, and I'm trying to share that positive energy that I just saw along with you. With that being said, let me continue reading what I have written out here. Okay, so if they are so good, why would they be called deviled eggs? Okay, guys, and you just having fun here for Easter and just for any day at all, because I'm always trying to be positive and not living a life so mundane. Now I just saw on my phone the number 639. I believe that number goes with the heart chakra. If you want to claim that energy, go ahead and type it in the comments, 639. And if you want to turn that around, go ahead and type 369. That is the Tesla code, said to be the code to the universe. Go ahead and text it, leave that in the comments. Okay, so you see the words, if they are so good, why would they be called deviled eggs? Okay, deviled eggs are called deviled eggs because the word deviled in the 18th century was a culinary term for, and I said it before, a culinary term for, type 444 in the comments, for dishes. There's my cute little bunny. Little bunny butt. Little bunny tail there. That was a movie, A Bunny's Tale, Kirstie Alley. That's just came to the top of my head, A Bunny's Tale. Okay, guys, 444 in the comments for dishes that were considered seasoned, spicy, or rich. That's the whole idea of why deviled eggs are called deviled eggs. When, deviled eggs are served a lot of times, me growing up at church picnics, Easter Sunday, weddings, guys, also at funerals, but you a lot of times you think about weddings and you think about funerals, it can be a church setting. Why are they called deviled eggs? But, you may have already known it, but I just wanted to do this for fun. Why does everything have to be so serious, guys? And I think about that when I think about a lot of different things. Why do things have to be so religious? Or not religious, I'm sorry. Why do things have to be so serious? I totally take that back. Why do things have to be so serious? Here, I just I try to live life in somewhat more of a magical way and not just look at things in such a mundane matter or in such a mundane way. If you follow me. So basically you may have already known why they're called deviled eggs, but I'm just having a little fun here for Easter. I hope you're going to have a little bit of fun with me. So let me continue with my paperwork here. The term likely originated from the connection between spiciness and the presumed heat of hell. Guys, and I've got the word heat and hell colliding together, joined together, bridged together, the connection, heat and hell, I've got it joined together. Okay, hope you can see that and you see my shadow. Okay, many modern recipes are not overly spicy, but the name alone suggests a fiery kick. Guys, I'm going to let you look at that. No, guys, when I think about a fiery kick, I'm thinking about these are the kind of ingredients that I want you to think about when it comes to deviled eggs. I recently, when I was looking up information to make this video, I actually saw cinnamon. There are recipes where there's cinnamon in deviled eggs, okay? So that has a little bit of a kick, a sweet kick, but a kick to it. And when it comes to rituals and all that, it's a whole other idea, but when it comes to rituals, all that, cinnamon can be used. The herbs, cinnamon, I'm not going to jump into all that. Okay, but then right here it says suggest, and down from suggest, there's a G there. I put the word Grey Poupon because that's a Dijon mustard. I've seen where Dijon mustard can be added to deviled eggs, and mustard obviously. But if you're going to add Dijon mustard in, you may know what Grey Poupon, I think that's how they pronounce it, Grey Poupon is. I looked up a little bit more information. Grey Poupon, man, I thought that Grey Poupon had horseradish in it. Go figure. But I looked it up, and if I can remember off the top of my head right, Grey Poupon, I think it maybe has white wine in it. And there's something else that gives it its kick. But it's a Dijon mustard, and I mean to tell you, when you take in some Grey Poupon, whew, I always thought that it sounded so sophisticated. I think it might, oh gosh, I won't even say, was it French? I don't know. Grey Poupon, look it up. But I always thought it sounded so sophisticated, whatever. But I mean, one time eating Grey Poupon, that was enough. When I tasted it, I can immediately feel it in my nose. It was so hot. So that definitely got a kick to it. So just look up Grey Poupon if you want to try something different, something crazy. I think it does say it has white wine in it. Grey Poupon, guys. And think about Easter Sunday. You think about, Jesus talking religious, whatever. Is it the idea that it's just coming off the top of my head? Water was turned to wine. This is just the thoughts I'm thinking right here. So guys, I want you to look at the paperwork there. Next page quickly, because my video, the idea ran out before. I don't want it to do it again. I want to hurry up and put this up and move on to the next idea. In some church settings, particularly in the South and Midwest, deviled eggs, and I put red there. You think about the devil, you think about deviled eggs, you think about red. And that's a whole other video about the idea of red and the devil and all that. I'm not even going to get into that. Well, you know what? I'll hurry up and say a little something. I've later on been taught that the devil doesn't necessarily have to mean like a pitchfork and red and all that. And, it's a whole other idea. But I don't know if you've ever heard of the blue-eyed devil or whatever. But the idea is, really, do you think if the devil was, the idea, he wouldn't become scary. He wouldn't come to you scary. I've been taught that really he's not going to come to you like the way they say in Halloween, the pitchfork and all that, the Halloween costume. It would be more like the idea, this is what I've been told. The idea is, if something evil wanted you to come with it or be a part of it, join it or whatever, it wouldn't come to you dressed to scare you. It would come in an attractive way, and that way you would come and party with it, or you would come and enjoy the ride with it. You would be lured to it because it's attractive. You're not going to go to something scary. But these are just the thoughts that are coming to me. That's a whole other video. Maybe I'll talk about that some other time. Let me hurry up and read this. In some church settings, particularly in the South and Midwest, deviled eggs are sometimes referred to as stuffed eggs. Think about church settings. They would be, instead of being called deviled eggs, sometimes, instead of being called deviled eggs, think about church, stuffed eggs, salad eggs. I'd never heard of that. I'd never heard of stuffed eggs, salad eggs, or dressed eggs. And guys, when you think about rituals and all that, hey, dressing candles. And in the first video, if you want to go back and watch it, I shared a little bit of a ritual that would be good for, I'm going to say, Easter or just manifestation. And guys, before you think negatively, I've sat in church before and I've heard and just think about things interlocking and everything. Before you start thinking negative, just think about the words manifestation. I've heard it used in church before. I've heard, manifestation. The idea that, really think about it. I mean, God, I've heard in church, he's, he, he placed a part of himself inside of you. Um, Guys, that really does have a lot seem like the law of attraction to me, thinking positive and everything is inside of you. Why do you have to go outside of yourself to find something if you already have it? And if something that is the energy of like a god like level has made you, then how are you going to look down on yourself? Just think of it that way. Now, with that being said, I'm going to move on to the next page, which I think that's it, guys. I've done it. I have completed the idea here. I hope that you liked everything that I wrote down. I hope that you liked the way I laid the video out. I'm going to let you look at everything. I'm sorry, getting tongue-tied here. All the Easter eggs. If you want to do that ritual, go ahead and if you have these types of eggs here that pop open, you see these pop open, you could go ahead and write out something, a little affirmation or basically what you are trying to attract, and we're saying it's already inside of us, it's already done. Write it down as if it's already done in the present moment. Write it down. As you take it, you fold the paper up and, make it small enough so you can fit it in here in the egg or whatever, but roll it towards you, because the idea is you are bringing this towards you. It's already yours. So roll it up, take the paper, roll it up towards you and place it in here. You could put a string in here, hang it on a tree. Think about next year. You could open it up and see what came about, what manifested for you. We're trying to think positive here. So guys, I hope that you liked the video, how I had everything laid out. I'm going to enjoy these Cadbury eggs here. They're so good. They're so good, guys. I like them anyway. A little sweet, but I love them. So guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. And guys, this is Shadow Girl Sherry signing out. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for watching. Like, click, share, subscribe, all that great, wonderful stuff. And guys, take care. This is Shadow Girl Sherry signing out. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.